podcasts with U.S. Town Hall Real Stories at ustownhall.com. Today we're going to be talking with Kristen, the latest evicted house guest from Big Brother 12, which airs Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on CBS TV. Okay. Now that you've been out of the house for almost a week and have had time to think about things, as far as the personal stuff is going between you and Hayden, are you still interested in possibly pursuing a relationship with him, or what do you think about that now that it's sort of, you've had a week to kind of cool off with that?
Well, my feelings are still there. I'm still thinking about him all the time and wishing that we could be spending time together. So I would like to say that I would like to pursue something, but it's hard because we can't even talk to one another right now, and I don't know what his feelings are going to be about me when he's completely done with this whole process in about 4 weeks. So we'll have to see where we both stand then, but I can tell you that I definitely still have very strong feelings towards him.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely showed on screen, and that's good to hear that it was real, that it wasn't just, for the cameras, and it wasn't just for,
Absolutely not. Well, I think that the viewers should realize that I never really did anything for the cameras, and I think that's why I wasn't really shown very much in the beginning, because I was just me, and I kept it real the whole time, and that's exactly why I never gave in to Rachel. I mean, I was true to myself the entire time, and I hope people see that, because I can't say that for everybody else in the house.
Okay.
I really didn't talk crap about anybody.
Well, what are your feelings about Andrew right now? Now that you've been out of the house, I mean, it was part of his gameplay. Do you see it as that, or do you see it as something personal, or do you still have negative feelings toward him? What do you think?
Definitely still have negative feelings towards him. It was poor gameplay, because if he was smart and he wanted to use the relationship against us, he could have said to both of us, listen, I'm going to leak information out into the house if you don't help me get my votes and vote for me. Instead, for 2 days, he was stirring up how he could ruin my game, which he did, and he did a good job at it. But it was stupid on his behalf to do that, and that's kind of what got him kicked out of the house, I think. He wasn't focusing on staying. He was focusing on ruining my game. So I do still have hard feelings, and I feel like people need to know too.
Okay. Now, obviously, as you said, you still have some hard feelings toward Andrew. But do you think, as far as the other house guests are concerned, I mean, you've been there a month with them. As you got to know them as people, do you think you would want to stay in touch with any of them outside the house after the game is over?
Absolutely, absolutely. They don't get to show, the nice bonding time that you get with people, and I feel like Kathy is my new mom, and I feel like Reagan is somebody that I will be friends with forever, and, obviously people are asking, well, what's next for you and Hayden, and I think that whatever it is for us, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, there will be something there. I mean, there was far too much of a connection to let that go to waste, so.
Okay, now since you've been out of the house, I guess you've been maybe CBS has provided you. You've been able to see the shows that we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, how do you think that I mean, as you said, you really weren't featured a whole lot, especially at the beginning. But overall, how do you think your portrayal was on the show as compared to how you really are in real life?
I think that they portrayed the main points of everything that happened with the drama. But I think that my portrayal is a little bit different than I am in real life, and even when I was in the house. I'm a little bit quirky, and I'm a little bit goofy, and I'm really, really down to earth. I don't like being the center of attention, which is probably evident. But a lot of the things that I am, you don't really get a good feel for through the TV, and part of me is happy about that, and part of me is a little upset about that, because I feel like watching it, a lot of the people in the house are portrayed very differently too. I feel like Hayden's a really laid-back, cool guy, and they make him look a little bit more loud and obnoxious than he really is. So everybody has things that are pointed out through the TV that don't really exist 24/7. I think they made me look a little bit crazier and more abrasive than I really am. So it's hard to say because, those events did really happen, but there was a lot of time that I had a smile on my face and was enjoying everything that I was doing. So it's hard to say. Some of it was really the way that I am, and some of it was not shown at all.
Okay. Now, speaking of that, Rachel was also kind of, even more so than you, more so than Hayden, I should say, portrayed as loud and obnoxious. Do you think that's true, or do you think that's also fiction?
I think that it's a very accurate interpretation of her, but it was emphasized even more than it was in the house. I mean, there were times where Rachel was completely normal and, was getting along with everybody and was not that crazy lunatic that you're watching. So I think she was portrayed pretty much on point, but it wasn't like that all the time.
Okay. And as far as once again, this has been Scott Katz for U.S. Town Hall Real Stories at ustownhall.com. Have a good one, everybody.